Welcome to What the F***. I'm Jim 2, voted by readers of People magazine as the world's unsexiest man. I'm wondering which one of you nominated me. Let's get a preview of tonight's show from Scott Birch in the state-of-the-art KMVT newsroom. Scott, what do we have in store for tonight's show?
How you doing, Jim? Still hate your guts. First, we start the night off with talking about, do women like men that drive trucks? Is that just because they want to have that guy move all their stuff for them? The second thing we talk about is, do you really love someone if you don't get them a gift anymore? Or is it just that every single day you're with them, you're falling more and more in hate with them? And then we cover, is love like a drug? Is it like cocaine on the brain? I don't know, but sometimes if I see a beautiful girl, I start to use my little head. And then finally, is there an anti-love drug that we can take? Jim can talk about that with us, with his discussion with the pharmaceutical company, because his pheromones definitely would turn you off. Jim, to you.
Thank you very much, Scott. I'll join you at the end of the show. Hey, the prestige of being here is so great, their parents brag about it to their friends. But enough about kids who flunk out of Harvard after one semester. Let's meet tonight's panel. In the far chair, it's Marcom specialist Teresa Condon. She's so hot, 97% of the scientists on the UN IPCC agree she is the primary cause of global warming. In the middle chair, it's project manager Kate Swanson. She's so charming, she managed to convince Vladimir Putin to have a gay pride parade in the closing ceremony of the Sochi Olympic Games. Good job. Wow. Yeah. In between them, it's John Vink, the host of KMVT's only live show, John Wants Answers, also an award-winning show. If insightful questions with a telethon, Jerry Lewis would do him all weekend long while sick kids were watching. Finally, joining us from an undisclosed location that consequently has a web connection, it's attorney at law, Alex Clark. If brilliant legal analysis was a term paper, college kids would take all week to do him, and they might get some help too. Issue number 1. Do your wheels determine your sex appeal? According to a new survey by Insure.com, women are most attracted to men who drive pickup trucks. 32% of women find men with pickup trucks attractive, followed by sports cars at 27%, SUVs at 16%, sedans at 11%, hybrids and electric at 9%, and minivans at 2%. Men were most attracted to women with sports cars at 39%, sedans at 22%, SUVs at 20%, pickups at 10%, hybrids at 6%, and minivans at 4%. For more, we turn to Bob and Billy Bob, the building maintenance guys here at KMVT. Guys, your thoughts?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
This can't end well, can it?
Oh. How does that happen?
I believe, for those of you who are job hunting, I believe KMVT does have an opening now for at least one maintenance person. I don't know if that would be Bob or Billy Bob, but yeah, there you go. Always remember to set your parking brake on an incline. Teresa, I'll start with you. Men with pickup trucks most appealing to women, agree or disagree?
I do agree, but perhaps not for the obvious reason. I was going to say, a pickup truck, just like the Chevy commercials, it indicates the guy is very manly and like strong and outdoorsy. But Scott brought up a very interesting point, which is that in fact it's very useful to know someone with a pickup truck because they'll help you move stuff. Okay. It's very true.
Do you have a lot of stuff to move?
I do, and currently I don't know anyone with a pickup truck, so any takers?
Are you looking to move?
Matchmaker.
No, not yet.
Well, what does your boyfriend drive then?
It's a sports car.
Ah, okay.
So
was that one of the reasons?
It's a great car, but it's not a pickup truck. Not useful for moving.
Yeah, was that one of the reasons you were attracted to him?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Kate, pickup trucks, appealing to women, agree or disagree?
I actually knew someone in high school who would only date someone with a pickup truck. So for some women, it's a really strong requirement.
How else would you describe her?
Slutty.
Oh, so she was easy to pick up?
No, that
good
was good.
Took me all weekend to think that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now for both categories, the drivers of hybrids and electrics were near the bottom, just above minivans. Does that surprise you?
What surprised me was that minivans made the list at all.
Yeah, that's true, but that usually means you're taken, right? You have a family, you're off the market.
Yeah.
But hybrids, second below.
Hybrids.
Does that surprise you? That second from the bottom.
A lot of them are pretty ugly. Like they didn't separate out, the Prius versus the Tesla, which is a, sexier looking
I
car.
think it says something about the people who drive them too, though. They tend to be very pretentious.
Oh, hey, John. Speaking of which, what do you drive?
Oh, I have that Tesla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, what's your take on this?
I was a little surprised. Like, I think a girl would want to drive as a passenger in a more luxurious car than a pickup truck. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like a Tesla, for example.
Right.
It's a smooth ride.
Okay. Is it really?
It's really smooth and it accelerates really fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do women find you attractive while you're driving the vehicle?
I've gotten more cat calls while I'm in my car than I've ever gotten outside of my car.
When you say cat calls, are you talking like cat calls of desire or just normal derogatory cat calls? Or can you not tell?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Any kind of noise in my direction I appreciate.
Now, Alex, you had a car that you named the Interceptor. So what's your take on this?
Jim, I knew you were going to bring up my car. I actually wanted to throw it back to you. I wanted to ask how you found ladies reacted to your 20-year-old Japanese car with the broken windshield. How does that work?
It's a 15-year-old car, and the windshield is fixed. But
Stand corrected, my
you
friend.
notice that coupes are not on that list. So I don't know if they're just so uncommon that they weren't part of the survey question, or they're just so unpopular that they were behind mail trucks and UPS trucks. But to answer your question, I guess they don't think much of anything. It doesn't help or hurt. But anyways, back to you, Alex. Do you agree or disagree with this?
Well, I can't agree or disagree. I don't have a truck. I was actually looking for the gal with the truck because she could bring my stuff around. That would be cool. I ended up marrying a gal who rides the bus, rides the train as well. Don't read into that statement.
Okay.
So
I'll leave that alone since that's different country.
Yeah.
All right.
Leave that alone.
Let's
Good
go to
idea.
issue number 2. Is your love hot if the gift you expect is not as N-A-U-G-H-T as opposed to N-O-T? A recent survey from the Journal of Brain and Behavior, love their centerfolds by the way, concludes that a more selfless variety of love turns off areas of the brain that seek a reward, such as presence or orgasms. These same parts of the brain are activated during the first throes of passion, as well as when the brain is exposed to cocaine. What interesting, unquote. Quote, when we truly, selflessly wish for the well-being of others, we're not getting the same rush of excitement that comes with, say, a tweet from our romantic love interest, because it's not about us, it's not about us at all, unquote. God, I totally messed that up. Yeah. Let's see here, said Johnson Brewer. Oh, I totally messed up. Let's see. I believe we have footage of the illustration of that selfless love here. Yeah, that turtle's a giver. It's all about the shoe. Anyways. So Kate, I'm going to ask you: true love is its own reward. Agree or disagree?
I agree. I'm going to have to agree because my husband and I have agreed for years not to give each other Christmas or Valentine's gifts because we both hate to shop. So.
Okay. And you just feel the
now
love.
I feel better.
You feel
better
Okay.
about that decision.
And you feel better that you're not getting anything.
I do.
All right. But you don't say that. I feel better because I'm not getting any. Because that just has a whole different connotation.
I didn't
right?
mean that.
Right.
What I meant was we love each other so much we don't need to give each other gifts.
So you agree with this, right?
I guess,
Okay.
yeah.
And you got nothing for Valentine's Day, correct?
I did get a box of chocolates.
Okay. Would that make you happy or unhappy?
Chocolate always makes me happy.
So you're kind of contradicting
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm a woman.
Okay. No, that's true. John.
Yay.
Did you buy anybody anything for Valentine's Day?
I bought someone dinner.
Okay. Was
Yeah.
she happy or unhappy?
I believe she was happy.
So does this prove or disprove the theory that true love exists?
I don't think it's it's a true love stage yet.
Ah.
But I can see myself loving a lady who does not want any gifts.
Can you see?
That's a turn on.
Can you see yourself in a lot of other situations that have yet to occur?
Sorry, what?
Can you see yourself in a lot of other situations that have yet to occur in real life?
I use my imagination quite a bit, yes.
Yes, I hear you do. Teresa, did you get anything for Valentine's Day?
I got tulips, which are my favorite, and chocolate because chocolate makes.
Would you have been
very
happy if
happy.
you had gotten nothing?
I would have been okay with it, but a little disappointed.
Okay, so
You have to say.
So, what's your take on the true love is getting nothing meme?
It'll fly, but it always helps to have little reminders, right? Little
okay.
tokens of affection.
So, do you think this got
The sparklier,
the
the
author
better.
of this study is just a cheap bastard? Yeah. Okay. Hey, speaking of which, hey Alex,
Good way to put it.
how was your Valentine's Day?
Oh, nice. Yes.
Did you give your wife anything for Valentine's Day, or is that something they don't celebrate in whatever part of the world you're from?
I did get something rather nice, and the reason was because I think my wife was collecting credits.
No.
For the last
No, I'm just talking about physical objects, not other things that your wife could give you.
Okay. All right, Jim.
All right.
Calm down.
I'm very.
I did get my wife something rather nice, but that's because she was collecting credit over the last several Valentines where I was a cheap bastard.
Oh, okay. So, do you buy
I
this?
think she was going to ask for something very expensive eventually.
Okay. Did you buy this theory or not?
I think it's female fiction. Basically, it's like how women always say, no, you don't have to get me anything. It's all cool and everything. But if you actually go along with that, she's really going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
Oh, so
It's a scam. It's
kind
a
of like
total
when she
scam.
says it's okay, right? When she's not upset. She really is upset, right?
Yes, exactly.
I think that's my flaw. I take women at face value. Foolish.
Big mistake.
A big
Yeah.
mistake.
They lie.
Yes.
All right. But anyways, all right. I think we're done with this segment. On to our first break. Herpes does not count as a Valentine's Day present. Oh, sorry. Issue number 3. Will a face that's hot make your brain rot? Researcher Olga Cholnikova, a psychologist at the University of Oslo in, I believe it's Norway, has found that looking at a pretty face stimulates the same brain region as does morphine. Cholnikova explored the difference between liking and wanting. Liking describes an attraction to something, whereas wanting describes the motivation to have it whether you like it or not. When men are given morphine, they spend more time staring at pretty faces, whereas men given opioid suppressors showed less liking and wanting. I believe we have some of the research footage here. I think they put some opioid suppressors in the water.
You didn't want that?
Yeah, I know. Hey, John, staring at a pretty face is like a drug. You buy this or not?
No, I just think I like looking at pretty things.
Right. But does it? Do you experience the same pleasure that you would get when you're taking morphine?
I've never had morphine.
You haven't? You
No.
ever been to the dentist?
I'm not a druggie.
You're not a druggie? You haven't
No.
been to the dentist?
I have. They didn't use morphine.
Novocaine?
I think I got
Or
Novocaine.
gas?
I had the wisdom teeth taken out,
Right.
and I was out for that.
Right. Did it feel good?
I don't recall it feeling good.
You don't-
I just remember not being awake.
Okay, well that's true. Oh, they gave you the good stuff, right?
If you say so. I don't know.
Alex,
Yes, sir.
are you addicted to looking at the lovely face of your wife?
Yes, absolutely. She's probably watching the show right now.
All right.
And also, Jim, you work as a drug on my brain, and I wish I knew how to quit you, Jim.
No, I'm the opioid suppressor. That's my Twitter handle. Because I am the cure, as they say. So you actually kind of agree with this, right?
No, it was a weird study, and I know what your viewers hadn't read the study, but this whole mixture with more people who take morphine and how they reacted to pretty faces. That was a bit weird to me. I had to read that article a few times. I mean, did they go back and get all these morphine addicts from the 19th. Who's addicted to morphine?
No, they gave male suspects. They gave the male research subjects half of them morphine, half of them opioid suppressors, and they had them look at pictures of pretty women and ugly women.
Right. Okay.
You didn't volunteer for that study? All right. Hey, Alex, if your looks were a drug, what drug would you be?
What? Sorry, Jim. Say that again.
If your looks were a drug, what drug would they be?
Oh, that's interesting. What kind of drug would I be?
It's like an interview question at Google.
Children's aspirin.
God, that's a tough one.
Don't worry, I'll move on to the ladies. I'll start with Teresa. If your looks were a drug, what drug would they be?
Ecstasy.
Ecstasy, right?
Also a good name for a perfume.
Is that really? Is that what you're going to name it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have a perfume in development?
Yes,
what
I
does
do.
It smell like? Like your sweat?
Ecstasy, like amazing. Yeah,
it smells like,
kind of.
Smells like your body sweat.
And unicorn tears.
Unicorn tears.
It's made from unicorn tears.
All right. All right. Hey, Kate. Would this explain beer goggles? Looks are a drug.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Stalkers?
No, stalkers. I think that's a different drug.
Okay. All right. What drug would you be? If your looks were a drug, what drug would they be?
I think I'm champagne.
Okay, your alcohol just makes you sleepy and
bubbly.
Sleepy and belligerent.
Yeah.
Okay. John, what about you?
I'd be children's aspirin.
Ah, okay.
In the shape of Flintstones characters.
Causing headaches or getting rid of them?
Yeah, that's it. I'll have to go back to that.
All right. Okay. And you already know I'm the opioid suppressor, right?
Yeah.
So you're
right.
I'm your methadone. I'm your methadone.
Your meth head.
That's right. I tell you. So lovely ladies, if you have guys that are addicted to you, just show them my face, and they'll go away. Issue number 4. Is it okay to take a pill to lose the thrill? Neuroethicist Brian D. Earp discussed the pros and cons of using drugs to ease the pain of romantic loss. He cited recent brain studies that show extensive parallels between the effects of certain addictive drugs and experiences of being in love. Both activate the brain's reward system, can make us forget about other things, and can inspire withdrawal when the object of our affections are no longer available. He cited certain societies that give young adults antidepressants to reduce the libido as an example. Or they can just look at this. I have to admit, all my sexual desire is gone at the moment. So, Alex, drugs that help you get over somebody, you buying this or not?
Isn't that called booze? That's like booze, right? I mean, that's what you take when the relationship fails, and that's also what you take when you want to be attracted to someone. Booze.
Yes, but does it work?
Thing.
Does it work to help you get over your loss, or does it just make it worse?
Probably makes it worse, but everyone...
So this would be an improvement. Would you think this is a Pandora's box or the best idea ever?
Pandora's box. And by the way, Jim, didn't I try to set you up with that girl in that video?
I took the drug. I took the pill. But, yeah, it apparently worked. Teresa, you give this to all the men that see you on the street, right? If this existed, right? To get them to leave you alone?
It's not a bad idea. I was going to say I could start using these to, this could solve a lot of those dramatic girlfriend-to-girlfriend conversations where they're complaining about some guy and, I'm like, okay, same old story. I could run a pretty good black market, doling out these pills to girlfriends.
Now you're talking about your girlfriends having difficulty with their men, or
exactly,
or the fact that you're stealing their men.
They don't know that.
Okay.
I'm not. They don't know that.
They don't watch the show either.
Just the ones with trucks, right?
Just the ones with
right,
trucks.
exactly.
You just put in the water supply. Just get all men to not stalk you, right? Except for the ones that drink bottled water, which I believe are gay men, but right.
Okay, yes.
Okay, there you go.
Sure.
John?
Yes.
What side effects do you think this potential drugs would have?
Side effects?
Yes.
A lowering of the population.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
A lot less surprise babies.
Right.
Happen.
Are these bad things?
No, these are good things.
Okay. So you'd advocate taking of these drugs, right?
If all the other guys would take this drug,
Right.
then the odds in my favor would go up.
Yes.
So I think other guys should be taking this drug.
Okay. But could you handle all the excess capacity?
Oh, I've got quite the stamina.
Really?
You've heard the stories, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
But I'll take your word for. You mean like your car, right? And the
Yeah.
range of your vehicle.
Yes.
And the quick charge time.
Yeah.
Quick charge time.
Quick charge time.
Supercharge.
Kate, what's your take on this?
I think you'd have to be careful who you gave this drug to and when you gave it to them.
Right.
You know, maybe experiencing some sense of loss will teach you to pick someone better the next time.
All right, but so you would advocate a judicious use of it as
Yes.
opposed to just like you
Not just passing it out on the street.
right, like when Teresa saw
Yeah.
Justin Bieber, just let her get
Right.
through the loss,
Right.
That's right.
right?
It hurt.
Or John's infatuation with Miley Cyrus, just let him work through his issues.
The old Miley, not the new Miley.
Not-
Right.
Really,
I'm sad that the
Really?
old Miley is gone.
the old Miley was underage.
Yeah.
Did she turn weird
She
like,
had
on her 18th
hair.
birthday?
What?
Did she turn weird on her 18th birthday, or was she still okay for a
Well,
while?
she was the old. I think she started turning weird before her 18th.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
then I should
Kind of like
no longer comment.
Kind of
on
like the
this.
young Lindsay versus the old Lindsay,
I remember Britney Spears
right?
didn't go crazy right away on her 18th birthday, right?
No, but I think you got signs of it before her 18th birthday.
Yeah.
Right.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Hit me, baby, being a literal figurative term.
Yeah.
That's not a literal term.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. Are we? Do we have enough? Have we killed this issue enough? Because otherwise, looking at my face, my face can't just be circulated that widely enough. So, anyway. All right. So, on to our second break. All right, we are back from our second segment. And for those of you who want to send us comments, rude remarks, or anything else, as long as it's not explosives, our Twitter handle and email address are below here, somewhere covering up my lower extremities. And but now we are on to the fact-checking segment of the show. This is where we find out where we went wrong during the course of the show. And for that, we join Scott Birch in the state-of-the-art KMVT newsroom. Hey, Scott, how did we do today?
As usual, you did horribly. So, Jim, now let's just start this off. I want to know, when you were talking about whether women like guys and all that in trucks, how did you leave out the UPS and the mail truck? That made up 5% of the study. So now think about that. You wasted all that time in college and law school, right? And you could have just gotten a job at UPS to lose your virginity. That's all you would have had to do. But thankfully, you went to law school, so your V card is well intact, my friend.
Well, thank you for covering me for my parents. But anyways, I would say I didn't include that because those are not vehicles that people would buy for themselves. And that's right.
I'm going to buy one now.
You're gonna buy
But I guarantee you, there's a whole host of geeky little guys who are like, you know what? Screw college, man. I'm gonna go to UPS so I can have some chick touch my wingding.
Yes, but I assume they're not trying to pick up women at work, especially if you're in the post office or UPS. You have your vehicle outside of work as a.
Haven't you seen that movie, like the Full Monty, where those guys were dressed up like UPS guys and they had like a package in front of their package? What movie was that?
I didn't see that movie, but I'll take.
You didn't see that movie?
Anything with Monty,
It was at
I just kinda stay away
Sundance.
from.
It won awards.
Yeah. Do I look like the type of guy that watches Sundance award-winning movies?
As a matter of fact, you do.
Oh well. Boy, you really gotta get that video.
I'm judging you. I'm judging you.
You're judging me.
I'm
What else you
judging
got for
you.
me, Scott?
Okay, Alex, just out of curiosity, what nice thing? Oh, yeah. What nice thing did you get her, bro? Like, was it a car so the poor girl can get off the bus? Because you're kind of shading what it was. What'd you get her, man? I'm asking you face to face right now. What's up?
I brought my wing ding.
Oh, you really?
Wow.
That's an
Hey, can I
awful
say
small
that on
gift.
public access
That's
television?
an awful small gift, my friend. You should have got her something a little bit larger. You feel me?
He couldn't afford the wrapping.
Right? Well, no, he could afford the wrapping. What would it be? An eye patch? Come on, man.
Oh, fair. Okay.
All right. Hey, Alex. Love you. All right.
No, Scott, it's not necessarily the size of the gift, it's how it's delivered.
Yeah, give me a break. Yo, but it takes a long time to get something by Pony Express. You feel me? What? Teresa, my love, how you doing, girl?
I'm scared.
Well, don't be scared, but hey, just want to let you know. For everyone that doesn't know this, Teresa's second job is that her looks are actually the antidote if your erection lasts longer than 4 hours with Viagra. So whenever you have to go to the hospital, there's like a little Teresa in a bottle. You just put that right next to the guy, and he's seriously, man, he's like softer than butter.
Yeah, but the one side effect of that is that it leaves a little extra deposit. But all right, Scott, we got a minute left.
Oh, that's really all I need for my new friend Kate, who I have not met.
Hi.
But now I think your husband has actually already taken the love drug, because the guy only got you a box of chocolates, bro. I mean, a box for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, but they were my favorite chocolates.
What were they?
They were all chocolate truffles.
Chocolate truffles.
I like dark chocolate.
Okay. So basically, your husband goes to work. He stops by the BART station, and the guy trying to make some extra money. He's got these box of chocolate truffles. He's going to give to you for a donation, and that's love to you.
It's love to me. But plus, he drives a sports car.
Oh.
He doesn't drive a truck.
No.
So you know that he doesn't like to,
Help you move.
Right?
Nope.
Right?
All right, Scott, we are at the end of the out of time. Thank you very much, Scott, and thank you very much to the panel, the crew, and thank you for watching. Later.
I didn't get my effects back.